everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it is no fluke. The Rams are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bills, who will need to be sharp on offense. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you
Out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2006.
Going back to his first start as a true freshman.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Expecting a throw. Now gone. And this is now Manuel. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling.
That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And he'll just toss it away. So he's throwing on third. Goff. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football.
Panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball.
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow, yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
Game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through the hole. I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being for touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown.
And clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. It's complete to Britt. And there's a flag on the play. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And that one is going to set the off. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a first down throw. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this Goff throwing again. Dumps it off to Gurley.
And a swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And able to come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And give him. They'll try the air now with Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down as we head toward halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the
build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Manuel. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch, securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking
to get back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. Way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to down. And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, LA. Tavon Austin, an even 90 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
As he is, he just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Not complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley.
But I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. Do a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to have a productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game. And while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Treat looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love it.
Enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that
down. So now you look at the numbers and what has caused this dip here, back-to-back games now.
Well, partner, we know this is a copycat league, and we just know that they watch the game film, and they just decided to put the same game plan into effect. And so far, he hasn't found a way to solve things, and they're not going to change up until he does.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And Zerline's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Here's Manuel. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Manuel. Going to drop this off to McCoy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And now the Rams over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Penalty marker is down here. And Carpenter knocks it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Defense.
Decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
He's got a man. Quarter of play. He's back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Everything about that play tells you about.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense.
A lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. Completes it right side to Britt. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it took us overtime, finally got a winner. What a treat, what a game.
They gave us everything we were looking for. A terrific game, some extra drama, and then it ended dramatically in a big overtime win.
So for the Rams, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.